Hi, today I'm reviewing the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money, so you know you can trust my opinion is what I honestly believe. And if you want to help support the channel, give this video a thumb up if you like it, or a thumb down if you dislike it. So recently this product has been highly hyped and came to Sephora, so I definitely had to pick it up. But it is a product from Artist Couture, and they've got a collection of different diamond glow powders. I purchased the color Supernova, but they have several different colors, and they're quite fun products. Very beautiful powder. And let me I'm wearing it on my cheeks right now. But I like the inside packaging because you can kind of slightly control how much of it comes out, and you can shut it as well. So if you travel a lot, that's a nice feature. But let me kind of let you guys know what I think of it, starting on the Sarah score scale. My first criteria is packaging. And I have a love-hate relationship with this packaging. I love the inside, how this works, how you can kind of control how much you apply by doing that. But the actual cap itself, I have found doesn't stay shut very well or for a very long amount of time. So always make sure if you have this to make sure this is shut, because the cap itself is subpar in my opinion, no matter how tight you close it. If it's in a bag, or even like when it came shipped to me, the cap was off in the box, so there was still little specks of it everywhere. So make sure to use this feature, because that will help. So if the cap does come off or jostle open a little bit, this will help contain as much of the powder as possible. So the packaging could have been done a little bit better, so I did not like that, so I did give it a thumb down for that criteria. My next criteria is denatured alcohol.
Do you think that doing alcohol is cool?
There's none in here. Third criteria is fragrance.
Oh my God, what is that smell?
Again, no fragrance, so that's a good thing. Number 4 is the manufacturing location, and this is made in the U.S.
Made in America.
So no issues there. Number 5 is ease of use.
That was easy.
And I found this very easy to use once you find the right brush. And I have a nice fan brush that I've had for quite a while, a Jane Iredale fan brush. And I found, because this is so pigmented, you don't want to use many other brushes. They can pick up too much of the pigment. So a very nice light fan brush is going to be the way you're going to want to go. And it'll just pick up enough of the product so you can just dispense it onto your cheeks and apply it that way. And a little bit goes a long way. That's why the light brush is the way to go. So ease of use with the right brush, very easy to use. Number 6 is pigmentation. And the nice thing with this is you can make this as highly pigmented as you want. It builds easily. It's very blendable, buildable. So it's highly pigmented, and you can almost make this look very blinding if you want, or you can apply just a little bit to give yourself a subtle highlight on your cheeks. But look at that, just a little bit, and that's how far that went. It's pretty amazing, really, and I kind of see why this is kind of cult status now at Sephora, because when I looked up the brand at Sephora, I didn't see any other products other than this. So I'm going to have to do more research and see what else they make. But they've done an amazing job with that. So that's just a little bit. And if you think that was too blinding, you can blend it out a little bit. Or if you want more, you can add a little bit more. I love this color Supernova, but I'm going to have to check out a few more of their other colors. So definitely pigmented. Yeah, my other thing is don't spill it, because that is a mess. The other thing I found that this was slightly similar to in a way is the Stellar powders. These powder, I got a set of 3 of them, and they're kind of the same in the fact that you would apply it with a fan brush, and they're very light powders. Let me see. My favorite color is Celeste. But you can kind of see how that has a nice glow to it as well. Let me Whoa, I picked up way too much. Packaging on this is not nearly as good as the, but you can kind of see that that gives a nice highlight as well. But they've got a lot of different colors, so that's nice. That's why I like the set of 3, because you get to try 3 different colors. But this is also a nice highlighter as well. Some of these are meant to be used all over the face, but I would not recommend that. But anyway, slightly similar in a few ways. So if you're looking for something a little less in your face, like the Artist Couture, then check out some of these by Stellar. So anyway, so on to number 7. Which is animal testing, and Artist Couture is cruelty-free, so we gotta love that. Number 8 is performance.
You perform here, doors open for you anyway.
And this lasts all day. You can apply it over foundation, over your setting powder, or you can apply it before your setting powder if you want to make a little more subdued look. But yeah, it's very easy. It lasts all day. There's not any fallout. It will stay attached to your cheeks all day. So love that. Number 9 is price.
You know what I like best?
What's that?
The price.
And this is $27. So each of these would be $27, which is a little pricey for a powder. But a little bit goes a long way, so it's really not that expensive. And if you think about it, a lot of the Becca highlighters are $30-some. So it's a little pricey if you think of it at first, but since a little bit goes a long way, you'll get to use this for quite a while. And then number 10 is the It Factor, and I gave this a thumb up. They've done a great job in the fact that the colors are all very beautiful and blendable, and they give you that wow factor. Definitely love that, so I gave that a thumb up there. And the fact that a company that I hadn't heard of before can come in and with such a great product, but come in kind of under the radar is pretty amazing. So gotta love it. So overall, they got an 8 out of 10, which is 2 thumbs up, which is pretty amazing. So anyway, I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to check these out yet or not. And if so, which color have you tried and how have you liked it? So leave a comment. I'd love hearing from you guys. You guys always have some good comments, insightful thoughts. So also, if you're not already, feel free to subscribe. I come with at least 1 new review every day. And also check out nobsbeauty.net and give this video a thumb up if you liked it. So thank you so much, guys. Hi, this is Sarah from No BS Beauty, and I'm proud to offer you one of my first products. And it is a stainless steel makeup palette, and I've been using ones like these for quite a while, and it makes it a lot easier to mix kind of custom foundation shades, custom serums, custom lip colors. You need something like this in your makeup routine to make things a lot easier. And all the profits from it will go to help the channel, which I'm independent, and I purchase all the products with my own money. So definitely all of the profits will go so I can continue to bring you good reviews. But, you know, things I like to use are retinol. Retinol is definitely a good thing to use. But sometimes some of them can be a little too strong. So sometimes I like to mix them with other serums. So I'll use this to kind of custom make my retinol at night. So it's a little bit less irritating when you mix it in with something else. Or another thing you can do is mix in a vitamin C. Some of these can be a little oily or greasy, so sometimes it's nice to be able to mix it in with another serum. So I like to use the Clinique one, and I'll mix this in just a little bit because otherwise sometimes it can be a little too oily. And I'll mix it in, and in the morning I'll apply it all over my face before sunscreen. And another good vitamin C serum I like is the Dermadoctor one, but sometimes using the dropper with that can be a little messy, so sometimes I just like to mix just a little bit in with another serum. I love the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Serum, definitely a holy grail of mine. And I like to mix that in with it as well. Or sometimes before I go to bed, if I've got something else going on the next day, I like to mix in a little bit of tanner, self-tanner, but sometimes if you use it alone, it can get a little too orange. or a little too dark. So sometimes mixing that in with another serum makes it definitely a lot better and a lot more moisturizing for your skin as well. So definitely something you can use in your serums, or your kind of custom make your own skincare routine by using that and mixing up all these products. So definitely something worth considering there. And I also like to use it to mix in some of my custom foundations. So let me show you that too. Another thing I've been using this palette for is mixing and kind of customizing my own foundation. You can almost create a specific color if you have certain foundations that don't mesh well with your skin tone or even your skin texture. You can almost create your own custom foundation. One foundation I love is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro. However, sometimes I can find it to be a little too drying and almost kind of giving you more of a matte finish. So sometimes I'll mix in a little bit of the Josie Mara and Argan Moonstone drops with it, and then use it. And it kind of helps kind of lessen the color and kind of give it a little bit more of a glowy look. Another thing I like to use is mixing in sometimes with oil with a foundation, and sometimes that gives you more of a dewy look. So sometimes I'll mix that in with the Dr. Jart, and it helps give you a little bit more of a glow to it. So sometimes mix in just a little bit in. And you definitely want to be careful with what you're mixing, just to make sure that the ingredients are compatible, because certain types of foundations don't work well with certain types of other ingredients. But something to consider, definitely. But you can almost create your own custom look. I love this. But sometimes I feel like I need a little bit of a glow to it. So I'll mix in some of my NYX Born to Glow Illuminator with it. So you can definitely do that. Also, Cover FX makes a great, they're custom cover drops, but you can use these to alter the color of any foundation. So this is great to mix that with. Just give it a couple drops there. And then mix that in with another foundation to make it either lighter or darker. The Ordinary Serum Foundation is great, but I found it difficult to get the exact color. So sometimes mixing the other colors works well. Cover FX also has these new glitter drops, so sometimes it's nice to be able to use this to mix in with either a foundation or just to put it on this. And then you can use a brush to either dip it in and apply it as eyeshadow, or dip it in and apply it onto lips as kind of a lipstick cover. So there's definitely some great options, and definitely love some of Cover FX's custom enhancer drops. But you can use this to mix it in with almost any different type of foundation and add a little bit of color here and there. But definitely using this, and if you use a sponge or a beauty blender, you can get that damp and then just use this to dip it in and apply it. It makes it a heck of a lot easier than trying to do it in your hand, or I don't know where else you would even, maybe the lid of another product, but this definitely makes all of that a heck of a lot easier. So it's definitely something worth picking up. And all of the profits from the sales of this palette will go to support my independent reviews. I purchase all the products myself just so I can give you an honest opinion, as opposed to somebody that gets the products for free to review. I personally like to purchase them so I can give you my completely objective review without having to feel like I owe a company anything because they gave me something free. So all the profits will go to help support those reviews.